Okay, boys and girls, here are all of our things that are now going to be put into our folder. So you have everything that I've given you. Well, not the coaster, but here's what you're going to do after you've cut everything out. For your brochure, all I've done is I have taken it and I have folded it upright on the dotted lines to make it into a little sand. For your two pieces here about how this monster scares his or her clients and where does this monster live, all I did was fold on the dotted line so that they fold in. Monster brochure, you don't have to do anything with that once you've cut it out. Eventually we're just gonna glue on the inside along the dotted lines because your brochure will slide down right inside of it. For your reasons this monster it needs a home to scare, all you've done is just cut on the little thick black lines in between. This one's probably the most tricky one. It was put together like so. You will need to actually cut on the dotted lines. And the reason is that when we put it together on the inside, we will have, it'll make almost a mini version of the flip book that we are trying to make, and we'll fold it in on the sides and you'll be able to see it kind of appear from there. For your little spinner, there's two pieces here of paper that you can see. I've cut a little hole right in the middle with a pair of scissors. You don't have a brass fastener, that's what that little gold piece is called. All right, and you'll peel it on the back like this once you come and get one from me. Now, this is where some of ours are gonna be different. Some of you have already written on the front of your little wheel here. If you have written on the front of the wheel, then you don't need to cut it out. If you have it written on it, then you're going to make a little hole in the middle and cut through the sides. But you're only going to cut, all right, let's see if I can get this. You're only going to cut until you get to that little black line. You're not gonna cut past that. You don't wanna cut all the way through. So you can clearly see that mine stops a little short on all of these 4 little points, okay? Then you have your regular picture that we started with. You have your essay. You have your information page. The last thing that you are going to do, this is now my manila folder, all right? It was looking like this, all right? How you've seen it. I have taken the corners, opened them up, and folded them into the middle so that it makes a nice little neat trifold, so that you can stand it up and we can build from there. So once you get here, this is when the time will be to start gluing, and I'm gonna have a second YouTube video on that. Thanks. Hope this answers a lot of your questions.